All right, y'all, this is a very important Bitcoin update. I'm going to be talking about the juiciest levels that I'm looking at. I'm going to be talking about how I have been trading this, how I'm approaching this, and my plans for the future. So make sure to FOMO into that Jason Casper like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys, because you're in for a real treat today. Let me assure you. Now, here's the thing. The Bitcoin price action, there's been so much FUD, there's been so much inflation news and all these types of things, right? Apparently there's people who sit there waiting for the news to come out to just short Bitcoin, right? And then long Bitcoin. People are confused. People are expecting things to happen. And everybody has an opinion. I saw some very popular YouTubers yesterday saying we're in for the worst crash ever. Now the thing is, it may be true. We may be in for the worst crash ever. But something that is vital, very important for us as traders is to objectively look at the charts and trade what the charts are telling us. Now I'm focusing right now on three major areas, okay? We have $23,000, $22,000 to $23,000 as our key resistance. We have major support at 19,000. We have a key level, a secret level right here at 19.2K. And then we have this green box, which is key resistance, okay, as we can see from the chart right here. Now, why do I have these levels marked out? Well, if we go to a high time frame, let's go to like the 4 hour, okay? Let's go to the 4 hour time frame and just take a look at what we have here. Since basically we had this major dump back in the early June, okay? What we have right here is a sideways market. We have very clear high right here, okay? We have very clear low, I would say, right here. And then we have our middle point in this box, key resistance, all right? Because if we draw a line right here, we can see support, consolidation, resistance, support, resistance, right? And so the way I'm approaching this price action is simply just looking at these three major zones and planning most of my trades around these areas. Now, for example, we had a really nice pump up above the middle point and a retest of previous resistance as support. That allowed me to get into the long trade that I live streamed last week, where I was able to long from $20,800 up to this key area of resistance around 22.5. Now that key area of resistance around 22.5 in the VIP Discord was a key level that we had marked out because it was a key area of resistance, okay? And we came up and we pretty much hit that level to the dollar, right? As we were pumping, there were two scenarios I was looking for. I was either looking to come up above the high for a drop, a Bart Simpson pattern, or put a lower high and get a drop. We were looking for a drop at these highs because we were at key resistance, right? We were at key resistance. We're like, we should be looking for shorts here. We did put in that higher high. We came right into the box and we got the move to the downside. And this was a trade that I did live stream as well. You can see my entry right here at 20,300. And of course I was still long at the time, right? Didn't close my long yet because I thought we were going to come higher, but I was short because we were at key resistance. Now, then what happens? Then we come down to a key area of support down here, this $19,000 level. That $19,000 level was a trade setup that I did give in advance in the VIP Discord because we came to key support. So I was looking for something like this for a long, when we came down to that $19,000 level, I was looking for a bullish divergence on the 12-minute time frame to get into a trade here from around $19,000. Right, because we knew that the level was key. In fact, earlier that day, we were looking at possible scenarios that could play out because we knew we wanted to take a long from 19K to 19.3K, right? So this right now, because we have come down to that key area of support, this is, in my opinion, an area where I can not necessarily expect 100%, but I'd say that there's more upward potential here than downward potential, right? And by the way, that trade is a trade that I did take right here. I got that this knife catch long. It's not really a knife catch, guys, because we had the trade in advance, right? We knew what we were looking for. We knew what we were looking for. And then, you know, now that we have come down to the lows, yesterday, also, when we got that drop, when the news came out, right? When the news came out, we were looking to retest this key level of $19.3 thousand with a trigger wave to get a move to the upside after this FOMO drop when the inflation news came out. That's pretty much exactly what did happen right here. And that was the long trade that I was in yesterday.
Currently
live streamed it because we got the retest.
It's a long trade.
Of that
this trade really highlights the level right here. How important it
and close
and
consecutive 30-minute
that was the trade that I got into yesterday. So my point in all this is, guys, we can take a very relaxed approach to these levels because they're being respected very, very well. Even yesterday, this short trade right here, this was a short trade that I gave in advance. I said, look, the next area of interest for me is going to be the short trade from between 20,200 to 20,500. Well, then, guess what? We come right up into the box. We wiggle right into that box, into the golden pocket. Boom, for the short trade. Okay? Now,
this would mean that it has
if we understand that these are the key levels, then understanding this information can really help us trade, because this is going to be the structure that we are looking at in order to determine what is going to happen with price. Now, for example, right now, we came up to key resistance and we rejected from it. This tells me something. This tells me that right now, if we come back down to this level, right, we have a key level at 19.2. Why is 19.2 such a key level for us? There's a number of reasons. We have a lot of confluence still down here, but it's still just this clear area of support, right? How many times do we see supports being hit multiple times before another move to the upside? So right now, my general trading plan is I'm waiting for this green box to look for another long trade. If we lose this green box, I will look for lower. This key resistance I am looking up to for a potential short trade. If we come up here, maybe we will get another rejection, right? If we come above this box right here, then my options are either I can long a retest, or I can wait until we get up to resistance to look for a short trade. But these are the three key areas that we should be looking for trades. Notice in the past few days, I took a long from here and I took a short from here, simply because these are the three key areas. And I feel like people oftentimes, they get not confused, but it's so easy, and I fall into this too, to focus on small term time frames, to focus on news coming out, and people start to lose confidence in their trading because they're not simplifying it to just very, very simple. Where's support? Where's resistance? Where should I be looking for most of my trades? Right? Now, of course, we can zoom in and do this on smaller time frames and for scalping and day trading, but in general, these are the key areas that I'm looking for. Again, this $19.2 thousand level as support, this $20,500 level as resistance. Then I would say that $23,000-ish level as major resistance. Now, if we break above $23,000, notice that there's no market structure until we come back up to around 28K right here, where we have the previous lows and we have this last little order block before the big drop, right? So if we're able to come above 23K, then we know that we can be looking for long trades and hopefully holding them up to the 27K area. If we lose 19K, well, then honestly things are starting to look much, much more bearish, because we can look at this general structure of Bitcoin and just notice that every time we lose one of these ranges to the downside, it's a pretty significant drop. and then we range again, sideways market, lose it. It's a pretty significant drop. Since November 11th, we have been in these markets that range for a while, and then we lose them to the downside. Pretty significant drop. But I want to point out something else, which is this, right? Let's say that instead of waiting for massive moves, breakouts, and breakdowns, we just look at these sideways markets and say, you know what, in general, just if I blindly long and short the low and the high, right? Short here, long here, short here, long here, short here. In general, we'll have some pretty good trades, right? So we can kind of assume that this sideways market structure is going to continue until all of a sudden it doesn't anymore, right? The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. Well, the sideways range is definitely your friend until the end of that sideways range, because you can get many, many good trades in these sideways ranges, and you'll rack up a lot of wins, and then you might get a loss here or there, which is okay, because of the fact that, well, you know, you're going to have more wins than losses, especially if you're using good risk management. So I just wanted to come in and make this quick update video for you. By the way, if you do want to join the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. Also, if you want to learn how to trade this way, where you can make the plan in advance, like this, and then take the trade when you get your confirmations like this, you can go to JasonCasperTrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because it gives you that point A to point B blueprint, so that you know where you're looking to take the trades. You understand market structure, you know how to use good risk management, where to set your stop losses, where to take profits, and all that kind of good stuff. Multiple trading strategies that I myself use, and many others, and I am constantly updating this course. You can go to JasonCasperTrading.com. Also, we do have an advanced TA course here, where we have a free intro video where you can understand order flow and TPO and market profile and all that kind of stuff. There's a 15% discount as well. Free teaser intro video. You could check it out if you want. And with that being said, guys, God bless you all. And I do pray that everybody is super blessed in the name of Jesus, the Messiah. See everybody in the next video. Peace.